Welcome back, servants of the Emperor, heretics, apostates, and horrid Xenos. We are here once again with Laurillar, the noble officer. We have just suffered a great betrayal at the hands of Conrad Vortvir. Let's see how it plays out. I promised you a special destiny, Laurillar. It is time to fulfill it. I do have to wonder how bad this is gonna get. Ooh, I don't know. What kind of terrible betrayal does he mean? Is he going to do harm to me? It seems unlikely since I'm the main character. Is he going to do some harm to Lady Theodora? I don't know. Let's find out. Ow! Dude!
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. She has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber, and for that, I need her breathing.
Vortvir looks down at you.
Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
What is the meaning of this?
You must have hit your head harder than I thought. No matter. Very little is required of you. Just your blood, which you can either share of your own volition, or I will spill it for you. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
I have no intention of helping you.
I am afraid that you have no choice in the matter.
Vortvir produces a strange object, a blade without a handle that shimmers blue in the light.
Try to resist, and I will demonstrate the power that the warp holds over mortals. Come to think of it, I might even take some pleasure in doing so.
I will do as you require, but I will find a way to make you pay for this, you filth.
I doubt it, my dear. But that's enough talk. Fulfill your destiny.
How in the world did Theodora not see this coming? The stinking, conniving filth. She should have exiled him whenever he did whatever it was that upset her. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Examine the object. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. By the way, if I didn't mention it in the last episode, I know the word is cogitator. I pronounce it cogitator because I think that it makes more sense in the 40k universe because, you know, the Adeptus Mechanicus has cogs, it's their symbol. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp, metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. Examine the Sentinel. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you're used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in the place of standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automatons. Place your hand into the Sentinel's maw. I don't think I want to. I mean, I will, but I don't want to. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. Ow, shit! A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of it ever happened.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Oh, I see bolt guns. Heavy bolters, very nice, very nice. Oh, statue flames. It's the 1-2 punch of the Imperium. Fire and bolter. Shells ringing in the night, destroying the enemies of the servants of the Emperor. Okay, let's head into the chamber.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Is there anything over here worth looking at? Over here. This room seems to be mostly empty. There's some cool skull placards, though. More of those special sentinels as well.
Keep your wits about you.
And here it is, the Warrant of Trade. What a beautiful document this is. I love you, Imperium. I love you so much. These gears are beautiful. This is why you have to call everything a cogitator. That's just truth right there. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the Warrant of Trade and bestow upon them and their dynasty the great mission to be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns through pain to greatness. The servo skull's creaking gradually turns to comprehensible words.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warrant Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
In place of the mechanical screechings, the servo skull's Vox projects the voice of Theodora von Valencius, distorted and ridden with static, yet still recognizable beyond a doubt. Voxmaster, restore communications with the Navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
I need a weapon. I am utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The servo skull goes silent, its relays clicking. Second after second passes, and you realize the servo skull will not answer you. Lead me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Alright. It's nice to know that something is prioritizing my safety, even if it is just this servo skull. This warrant sentinel, though, is very interesting. It seems to be some kind of very ancient technology designed specifically to defend and identify members of the von Valencius family. We sealed it. Seneschal Abelard Werseran has lost some of his former polish. His forehead is sweating, and one of the sleeves of his coat is torn and soaked through with blood. Nonetheless, despite his heavy breathing, he stands firm and his gaze is demanding, albeit somewhat surprised.
Mistress? Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you...
He surveys the carnage around him, his brow furrows, and he places a hand on his weapon.
Throne preserve me, what is the meaning of this?
Conrad Vortveer is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
The Seneschal's eyes widen. He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of his plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor.
Abelard clutches his forehead. He looks lost for the briefest of moments, but then quickly finds his resolve again.
I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Mistress, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Voitveer openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saint's blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive and now safe, Mistress. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense. Here.
Abelard examines you critically. He hands you a weapon. All right. Inventory time. Pistol. Sword. Armored body glove, and this is for him. Keep forgetting that we just switched to them. Give them stuff. For some reason he has a beard. But he doesn't have a beard here. Beard. No beard. Why is this face piece not available to me? Why can't I have this face piece? It seems so unfair. And he needs to heal me. Abelard nods in satisfaction.
I am at your service. This wound will make a fine scar. That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the Navigator and the Master Helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the wall and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the Navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What exactly has gone wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, Navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Geller field has faltered. Perhaps the Navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the war. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Vox cast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
Abelard tilts his head and looks at you with worry. I think the Warrant Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warrant Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort.
He looks at the servo skull floating next to you.
The Warrant Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
He frowns. What can we expect to find in the Navigator's sanctum?
During warp transit, the sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Imperial. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the immaterial. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Abelard does not bat an eye as he lists all the horrors that you are about to face. No, we wouldn't say that. I mean, we feel it, but we wouldn't say it. I heard one of Theodora's Voxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
The Navigator's sanctum. Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
Let us proceed. Let's go. To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might destroy those who have dared. The Seneschal's eyes light up, and he smiles with grim determination.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Apparently she was,
Your demise is already calculated.
she was predicting a fight.
I will level you!
Okay.
I've suffered worse.
All right. Let's do this. Let's give him this. And then, well, we don't really have any place to back off where there's any real cover.
Taking calculated risk is
But
my
we can head
second
over to the
nature.
side.
You never stood a
Nice
chance.
shot. Should have shot this guy, probably. All right.
Technically sound approach.
To do a
It will
nice
be
cleave. Good. I think we'll stay where we are.
I will do my duty.
I think he's good. I think you got this, man. Oh,
My ears
you
are
shoot your friend. Not good. I think we're gonna move here. I think we're just gonna try to hit everybody. Ah, we got one of them.
I won't compromise.
That's all
my
we can do.
principles.
I've suffered worse.
Okay. I think we head here.
Is at the fore.
Do another
It will be done.
cleave. Ooh, parry. I did not know that cleave stopped. That parry stopped the whole cleave.
Indeed.
Well, at least we got that guy.
Just a minor setback.
Not great. You can handle it though. You know, if we get out of this thing, everything will be fine afterwards, because that's how it goes. I think we're gonna head over here.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
Try to see if we can get them without hitting him. Yes, we can.
Your end was inevitable.
Nice. We're doing quite well, I'd say.
I'll make it happen.
Get a little reload on there.
It will be done.
Oh, another parry. Not great. Let's Alright, you have to move first. You can't move and then attack. Pretty old school, to be fair. Yeah, we'll back off.
Victory is imminent.
Okay, let's shoot him
On it.
again. Miss. Could you hit him this time, please, sir? Thank you. Good, good. Very good. The Vox Skull doesn't seem to really be doing much, but hey, that's okay. Oh, we actually leveled, so we don't want to actually
I
go
always
there.
keep my options open.
Let's collect all this. Anybody else? Anybody else got any weapons that we could grab? No, it does not look like it. It looks like we have looted everything, as is our right, being that we are the most important person in the room. Alright, 4 traits. I think we're gonna raise our... commerce, you think? I think so. Raise our commerce. Should make commerce, logic, tech use. A lot of these skills are now going to be pretty equal, which is great. Hit complete. What skills does it recommend for our soldier? Carouse, athletics, coercion, demolition. I think he's going to hit up athletics. I think it's going to be a really useful skill for overcoming obstacles, and it's good to have somebody in the party with a skill like that, you know? Don't know how long he's going to stick around for, but for now he's going to be around,
Is there
right?
money to be made?
You know? Guess it depends on who the companions end up being, to be perfectly fair. Okay, so let's challenge the horrors of the warp. Let's get in here.
The Navigator.
Oh, well, that's another psyker. The woman before you whips around and gazes straight at you, her eyes glowing with otherworldly light.
And so she will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Mistress, watch your head.
What?
Adira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Abelard grumbles as he dusts himself off and grips his weapon again. The woman bursts into guttural, drunken laughter.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Adira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valensis.
Abelard looks her up and down.
Adira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
A diviner, are you? Adira nods. Her gaze is directed somewhere away from you.
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud.
Adira turns her head to you, her vacant eyes flaring like embers.
And you are Fon Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
You hear a few clicks from the relays on the servo skull, which has followed you all the way here. Theodora's scrambled words give way to a voice vaguely familiar to you. Officers, frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once, and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Ethelthrat! Oh, Emperor's Providence! The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ethelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Abelard spits out a florid curse.
Blast it! You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
How do you know who I am?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs?
Adira laughs in a deep voice.
I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
You flinch at the seer's words. No doubt she is referring to the nightmares, the tortures inflicted upon your body and mind. Your muscles contract involuntarily, as if sealing themselves once more for the inevitable pain. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the Navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Engine Seer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the Navigator is well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
Adira freezes. Then she slaps her cheeks, rubs her face, and looks at you. The supernatural glow is gone from her eyes, and a smirk spreads across her lips.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a Navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
All right. Let's get in there. Huh. Okay. Okay. These guys are trying to kill our Navigator. And this is... Oop.
Yes.
Let's make sure everybody's coming. Thank you. Let's head in here. Get up there, Abelard. It's your job. Okay. Put me here. Put him at the front. And then we'll immediately have her take her turn. She's gonna do the defensive ability on him. And shoot her awesome lightning over here.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Those poor guys. I don't think they had any idea what was coming for them.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Okay, let's
At your beck and call. Reduce to dust.
it's not what we wanted to do at all. We wanted to end up between them. It's fine, I guess. It's fine.
It will be done.
Defend yourself? Alright. I think we're gonna put our buffs on him.
Who, if not me?
And then take a shot at this
I'll make it
guy.
happen.
And miss. Ooh. Ouch. Okay. Can move up to here. You put your defense thing on me. I think we're gonna shoot our lightning at the guy in the back. Oh. I don't like that warp ice. Not even a little. Let's see. Let's run to here.
Follow my lead.
Oh. These warp echoes are a little bit scary. Can we reach him? We can.
I took care of this one.
Done, done, done. What a clean combat. Vespadas. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The Navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut. Two ordinary eyes as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead. I believe Master Vespadas still lives. Abelard flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and the dark marks on the face of the creature. The servants are dead, but the chamber is alive, thank the Emperor. It is sealed from the warp. We have a chance of leaving this place alive. Give Abelard a pointed look. I think we're going to approach. The Navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head, and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye, down his face, leaving a black trail. Your time is short. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the Navigator is able to produce human speech. Our time is short to do what? Suddenly, the Navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back into the seat, then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous, screaming, mouth-like pits. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. Adira shrieks in terror. It came from beyond. His body is not his. its march thunders under the burden of hopes, unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. The Navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit abruptly stops. His face is drenched with black and crimson. The black ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with blood coming out of his nose, and there is a purplish swelling around the eye. Run! Free from this place while I still have the strength. The words come out of the vox as a labored rattle. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp, but it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help. Who torments you? The Edge. The Navigator starts thrashing about once more, his gill mouths bursting with crazed laughter. Kneel before the ascent of a new champion. When the rite is complete, the shell will burst and thousands of maws will accept the sacrifice offered to the Edge of Daybreak by the bringer of twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods. I want to help you. Tell me how. The Navigator takes a ragged breath. Run. The sanctum will be sealed. I will hold it off. Hold on, and wait for the signal from the Master Helmsman. Then I will commence the translation. So run! Run! The Navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do now? The Seneschal gazes at the figure in the chair. The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman. If he is alive, it is worth a try. We must get to the bridge. But we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Ethelthrad and his people. I believe we will find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier. Adira reaches her hand out towards the Navigator but pulls it back at the last moment. Vesipatus. Good luck. Thank you. The Navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out, static interspersed with the distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. Okay, well, you know, it's Warhammer 40k, so you got to be in it for the body horror. That's fine. That's fine. This is just a day in the life of for us. We're not shocked at this. Everything's fine.
Rise to the top.
That wasn't horribly creepy, terrifying, scary, endemic of terrible problems for the ship. It'll be okay. I mean, that guy's going to be able to hold a terrible demon out of the universe long enough for us to get to this helmsman, right? We're not going to die at any second. It's not his thin human will that keeps us from being torn apart in the warp and scattered to a million unknown worlds. No. Even if it was, we could depend on that, right? That's dependable, right? I mean, we're riding up an elevator that looks like a church. It's gotta help. Cover is a good thing. Probably you should get behind cover if people are shooting bullets at your back, my friend.
It's all over for you.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
Nice. Nice! Sister of Battle? Very nice. The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing, the weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment it seems she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta!
The Seneschal's voice seems to bring the warrior out of her battle trance.
Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
The woman called Argenta lowers her weapon and scans your small party with an intense gaze. Then she rests her sights on you.
Your face. It is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Laurillar of Von Valentius, the Lord Captain's heir. Argenta gives you another stern appraisal. You catch something strange in the dark depths of her eyes. Some internal struggle or a wordless question. In the end, however, she nods.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you.
Abelard appears to be losing his patience.
Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I am no traitor, sister. Now, that's not good. Do not even think to insinuate that I am one of the traitors. I will not let such an affront slide.
That answer does you credit. Only the truly righteous would be so provoked by the accusation of heresy.
Or the truly
I cannot
deceitful.
wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader's ship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain.
Abelard shoots her a quick glance.
And that story deserves its own time and conversation, under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
What is happening on the officer's deck? I don't really care about these other people.
Massacre, my lady. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lady, be on your guard.
I didn't ask you, scum. I asked her. We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door.
Argenta nods at the passageway to your right.
I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
All right. What? Why can't I open the door? Okay, I guess we look around. See what we can find. All right. Another chest up here and more scum. Ah, scum. Look to yourself. You know, I wish more people were like me. Useful. And less people were like these guys. Scum getting shot by traitors. Onwards and upwards. It's a nice,
Here we go again.
a nice display. Okay. Have Abelard, like, literally get right in here. Like, right in here. That guy. I like that. Or move up to this cover here. Actually, I want this one. Have you there. Have me move here. Let's get going. Okay. All right. Adira, we're going to start by defending
What?
the sister.
Is that you? Or
I think we're going to use this
Will do.
person. And then let's do some lightning.
on it?
Oh, weird. Wow, that Perils of the Warp was real bad. I did not know that would do that. I did not know that it would track through them. I completely forgot that Perils of the Warp is a thing that exists. I should realize that there is a lot of, there's a lot of friendly fire in this game. A lot of friendly fire in this game. That is going to make things a little bit harder. Gonna do Abelard.
On it.
Defend Abelard. I guess we're gonna shoot at this guy
I'll see to it personally.
and miss him. So that's fine. Some cutthroats back here. Okay, I want you walk out to here.
In battle.
Fire on
Faith
those
without
two.
Deeds is worthless. Eradicated.
Nice.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And then I think we're gonna move across to here.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Shoot him. Miss, because that guy's apparently made of steel. Right? We're fine, everybody. We're fine still. Oh god, I can't believe that I hit everybody with that. That's quite hilarious, to be fair. I am going to have to hit you with the axe. It's actually a chainsword. And then I'm going to have to try to get over here. Maybe we charge up to there. No. Take fire and all that. Use our defense.
Victory is imminent.
Finish. He's doing fine up there. He's doing fine, you know. We left him out, but it's okay. I don't think he's gonna die. I'm sure he's not. I'm wincing at every single swing. I still can't believe that we like that
I know what is to come.
smashed everybody with that that lightning. That was awful.
What of beacon?
Shriek. Good. Drop this
Will
on
do.
me. Let's rush up here. Give her the defense. I mean the boost. It's not defense. I keep thinking it's defensive, but it's actually just a regular snap boost. Alright, Arenta.
Doubt is for the weak.
Kill this person.
None can escape the
Thank you.
Emperor's judgment.
Good job.
How'd you like this?
Don't like it at all. So I want to take the extra. What do we got left? This guy, and then this guy, and this guy, right? Who's the last one? Oh, he's behind me. So I do actually want to try to, I don't think this is gonna work.
What is the ring?
That was a mistake.
Well, that was a waste of a med kit.
What happened? What? Oh, he's there. Oh, I'm having a hell of a time.
I will do my duty.
He was literally in cleave range right beside me, and instead I swung it at myself. Okay, I'm not having a good day. Listen, okay, it doesn't always turn out the way you want it to. Sometimes you just have a bad day. Sometimes you just mistake yourself for your enemy. Fine. Fine, right? This is also fine. This is perfectly safe.
On the battlefield.
Perfectly safe.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
I can't believe we did that. You can do that to yourself.
Was that you? Or
Don't let your guard down.
Let's shoot you.
Who, if not me?
Someone else, obviously. Not you this time, that's for sure. Let's head up here.
Guided by faith,
Take a shot.
as the Emperor commands, each strike is a prayer.
Oh, that went bad. Luckily we heal after horrible things like this happen. Of course, we do get old injuries over time if we don't do anything about this. There's this guy. Let's grab all his stuff. Some swords. A well-maintained stub rifle. Nice. We probably should put that on. We definitely should put that on. Nothing else really that interesting. Let's head up here and look at the exit.
It won't open. The damned heretics have blocked the door, trembling at the thought of our approach.
All
A
right.
melter charge will help. There's probably one around here somewhere.
Oh, stuff in here we can grab. Some goods. Nice. Always increasing our personal wealth anytime we can.
Always
Super
keep your eye on the
important.
prize.
Super important. Thoroughness is very important. Oh, there's a heretic assailant here with a whole bunch of stuff. Take all his stuff and all of his friends' stuff. And then we got this stuff over here.
Over there.
All right. Try to open the door with logic.
I always get the job done.
Yes, you do, madam. Yes, you do. Let's check this out. Collect all this stuff. Okay, and up here
I
in this
always have a
safe.
backup plan.
Nice. Operator's gloves. We probably want to wear those. Let's see. These give us a little bit of tech use. Very good. So that's just a
Let us
treasure
not
room.
dawdle.
So we did get some stuff. I think we got our charges in there. We did. Behind this door. Well, we'll try to open it with tech use.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Because it's the only one that we ever achieve. Success all the time,
Don't
every
let
day.
it
Ooh,
define
jeez.
Just as
Somehow we
planned.
failed that 98%. We got the trap. That's seems unlikely, but it happens. Let's get up here and hit this with logic.
That's how it's done. Is there
Door is
money to be
open.
made?
Oh, we're very good at what we do. Okay, we can grab the goods here. Right, more melta charges.
I always get the job done.
Oh, a shotgun? Ah, maybe I want to be a shotgun character. Maybe I want to be a shotgunner. I'm gonna put that as a secondary weapon. For sure. Get that out there. Just in case we ever get a chance to
Always keep
shotgun
my
somebody.
options open.
You know? Exactly. You always keep your options open so you can use your shotgun. What is this? Someone below this, please. Thank you. Thank you, sister.
Duty prevails.
Let's head through. We've made it back to this room with all the
Your
bridges.
wits about you.
Okay, those explosions right there, they're a little bit scary, but I think we're going to cut this episode off here. We're going to do our levels, and then next time we will return here and continue our adventure with Laurillar. Let's just quickly go over these levels, though. These are the ones where you just get your special ability. Our keystone feature, Bring It Down, gives somebody an extra attack with just 2 action points. Here we get Endure, which just gives you damage resistance for your toughness. Good ability. For our Psyker Operator, we get Expose Weakness, which turns the damage bonus from Analyze Enemies into a better chance to hit them through lowering their parry, dodge, and armor. Good. And then the Sister, the Soldier, gets Revel in the Slaughter, which basically just gives you a whole bunch of bonuses, and you can use it every time you've killed 3 people. All right. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join us the next time. We are here with Laurillar, the noble of the Imperium, on her quest to face the dangers of the Chronos Expanse. Goodbye for now.